Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, my name is Nur Syafiqah binti Ridwan. My matric number 1172418. Today, I would like to show the demo of the application Intern Fuzzer. So, basically, the application often find bugs that cause the system to crash or performance issue on the device. The tool can either fuse a single components or all components. As we can see, there are all apps, system apps, non-system apps, and about. So the first application that we want to scan is Cellcom Live. It will show the activity. For here, the main activity is successful to send the intent, and it will intend to open the application. Next, second one is fail, third one is fail, and also fail. It will show the activities and the receiver, or the receiver here is can successful sell the intent. For the services, it will fail, to send the intent. Next, we will go to the phone cleaner. As we can see here, there are 6 activities. The successful is the activity splash and also the main activity. It because it was the index of the website, and we can open the multiple screen. So next, we will go to the intern Fuzzer. For the intern Fuzzer, there are 2 only activity that can successful send intent, which are activity splash and main activity. Because both are the index of website, just click on the activity and will open the application directly. Same with the main activity. Meanwhile, for the pre-guide spread activity CPU analyze, activity junk cleaner, and also activity junk result is failed. Next, we also can see the receiver. All of these are failed, like install receiver, lock screen receiver. Okay, so I want to make a corrections. All this receiver is successful to send intent. As we can see, install receiver, lock screen receiver, power receiver, service start restarter, broadcast receiver. Next, we will go to the receiver. As we can see, all the receiver is successful to send the intent. So the first one, install uninstall receiver, lock screen receiver, power receiver, service starter broadcast receiver, boot receiver, and Firebase instance ID receiver. And also for the services, lock screen receiver is failed, call service, register sub service, notification listener, app lock service, and time tick service is failed for send the intent. Next, for the application of forest, the activity that fail for send intent is add activity, referral marketing activity, store activity, and store gem FAQ activities. But for the splash activity and main activity, both are indexed on website, so they are able to open directly the website. Okay, next we have a receiver. All of this receiver is successful to send intent. Like for cross broadcast receiver, network provider receiver, for stop runnable broadcast receiver, constraint proxy battery charging proxy, constraint proxy battery not low proxy, and constraint proxy storage not low proxy. So next we will go to the fourth one, application And the fourth of application is cam scanner. So for the activity of the cam scanner, successful for set intent is well. And next, number 4, which are cam scanner. So we can just click on this. Welcome activity is fail to send intent. Welcome default activity is successful to send the intent. Welcome premium also fail. Welcome prestige activity also fail. App launch activity also fail. And last one, empty transition activity. So we will go to the receiver. All the receiver is successful to send intent. All the receiver is successful to send intent. The first one is bot action receiver, DCM broadcast receiver, capture widget provider, push message receiver, campaign tracking receiver, and network provider receiver. And we will proceed to the services. Upload service, able to send intent. Print query service, able to send intent. Also for the image register service, fax service, fax query service, and last one, print service. So we will go to the next. Okay, the fifth one is the fun run tree. For the activity, okay, so we can see here. It can able to enter the application directly. Okay, so next for add activity, fail to send activity, FB Unity login activity, FB Unity dialog activity, FB Unity gaming services, finder activity, FB Unity app link activity. Able can send the intent. So we have to wait to loading first before we back to the previous page. Okay, next we will proceed to the receiver. First one, GCM receiver, able to send intent. Unity notification manager, Unity notification restart on board receiver, app measurement receiver, current access token expiration broker receiver, and also Firebase instant ID receiver. And for the services, we have message forwarding service fail, app queue service fail, full screen ad service fail, app measurement fail, app measurement job service fail, and component discovery service is fail. So we will proceed to the sixth one is Lightroom. The activities is able to send the intent is show like this, like PTP activity, LR capture activity, LR capture shortcut created activity, test settings, analytic activity is fail, and storage check activity also success to send the intent. For the receiver, all these are able to send the intent like THB broadcast receiver, notification dismiss receiver, PTP device receiver, auto add initialize receiver, auto add alarm receiver, and share sheet receiver. For the services, LR important service, just click on here, so it will show send intent fail. LR Firebase messaging services is fail. HDR execution service fail. Component discovery services fail. So we will show about the receiver. So as we can see here, send intent failed for LR important services, LR file-based messaging services, HDRE execution services is failed, component discovery services is failed, file-based messaging services, and revocation bound services. Also, send intent is failed. We will proceed to the next one is Moodle. So we can see here, main activity of the Moodle is successful to send intent. And push handler activity is failed, capture activity is failed, and Google API activity is failed also. For the receiver, is successful send intent, is trigger receiver, clear receiver, restore receiver, background action button handler, push dismiss handler, and last one, Firebase instant ID receiver. And for the services, for the clear receiver is fail, FCM service is successful to send intent, push instance ID listener services is successful to send intent, Firebase messaging services successful, component discovery service fail, and the last one is success, which is Firebase instance ID services. So we will proceed to the next one. My real time. So for the main activities is successful to send the intent, which can see or can open directly application, and Google API activity is failed. For the receiver, we have Firebase instant ID receiver is successful, and alarm manager scheduler is successful, and the services send intent is failed is Firebase messaging services, component discovery service is failed, transport backend discovery is failed, and last one, job info scheduler service is failed. Okay, and the last one application that we want to scan is Dropbox. So for the Dropbox, the activities failed for the pairing web view activity. General Dropbox web view activity also failed. Search activities failed. Search activity also, this one is failed. Log code activity is failed. And the last one, plus pledge activity also failed. So for the receiver, we have external media status is success. Dropbox networks receiver success. Wake up receiver success. QR alarm receiver success. Reinstall refresh receiver success. Package replace receiver is success, and last one is services. We have a camera upload service fail, system tray notification service fail, DBX cloud messaging service fail, authentication service is fail, sync service fail, and platform DCM service is fail. So that's all from me. 10 application that I use in Fuzzer. So as been explained at the first, instant Fuzzer, we can find bugs that can cause the system to crash or performance issue on the device. That's all from me. Thank you.